In today's world, there are simply times when you can't be too complacent when it comes to safety and security, so it's always nice to have a bit of extra help to make sure that you and your family are safe and secure. With that said, we have some awesome tech from Aqara, and we've partnered with them for today's video. We have 3 items here with us, which are the Aqara Camera Hub G3, Aqara Door and Window Sensor, and the Motion Sensor P1. We're going to do a bit of setup and see how they perform when it comes to keeping your house safe. Let's get started. First off, we have the Aqara G3 Camera Hub. The G3 comes in very simple packaging, and opening the box you get the camera itself with a rather unique rubber hat, which adds a bit of quirky personality to an otherwise straightforward home surveillance gadget. In addition to the camera, you do get a power adapter, a USB-C cable, and some instructions for the camera hub. The door sensor and the motion sensor likewise come in minimalist packaging, and you just get the products themselves alongside some paperwork and adhesive strips for the door and window sensor. According to Aqara, the camera comes with AI-powered facial recognition, which also works with gestures and pets, 2K video resolution, and a 360-degree viewing angle, although you can also use the camera to record in 1080p for HomeKit operation. Since it serves as a hub, the camera can connect to around 128 other Aqara security accessories, as well as other devices powered by Alexa and Google Home, for example. Of course, it also supports Wi-Fi for seamless operation and connectivity with your other smart devices. As for the sensors, the P1 motion sensor comes with a 5-year battery, so you don't need to charge it or replace the battery from time to time. Meanwhile, the door and window sensor likewise comes with a battery that can last for a long time without the need for replacements and recharging. To get started, you'll first have to download the Aqara Home app on your smart device, which will guide you through the initial setup process for the camera. This will act as the central hub for all your devices. You'll need to be within range of your home Wi-Fi so that the camera hub can pair seamlessly with the app. Of course, you'll need to power on the G3 camera by connecting it to a power outlet. There's also a microSD card slot, which can be accessed via the front of the camera to store onboard video recordings. Once they're done, the G3 will do a quick scan of its environment and will wait for you to pair it with the app. Setting up the app and device was pretty easy, and all I needed was to create an account to access the app features and install an initial software update for the G3 camera. After the update, I was able to use the camera and its features by adding it to my list of devices. Speaking of the app, it's very easy to use and there are a ton of different options and settings that you can use. You can even control the direction of where the camera is facing, making it convenient to check on your house in case you're not at home. Of course, the app supports several devices, which include the sensors that we have here. Setting up the sensors was also easy. You just have to remove the strip to turn on the batteries inside, and after that, the sensors should appear on the Aqara smartphone app ready for pairing and usage. In the case of the door sensors, you'll need to use the adhesive strips to secure them on a window frame or your door frame. Of course, the sensor will need to be placed within range of its other half to work properly. Once your devices are set up, all usage is managed via your smartphone. I set up my camera hub on my work desk, which sits in the center of our main area at home. Likewise, I placed the door and motion sensors near our front door, which carries a lot of traffic in our home. Now, we weren't kidding when we said that this setup is meant for home security. Monitoring the sensors via the app was effortless, and they worked every time I passed through the range of detection, giving me updates about the timestamps when motion was last detected on the devices. The motion detector is also able to tell when it picks up any light nearby, which again makes for a nice addition in terms of functionality. For example, the app sent me notifications so I'd know when my wife got home from work. It would tell me that our front door was recently opened, and I was able to check my camera to see that she was finally safe at home. This makes it great for knowing if people are coming and going from our house. Additionally, you can use the Aqara app to record video footage from the camera, and you can even use the app to set alarms in case the camera or motion sensors pick up some unwanted movement, which will be saved to your smartphone. The camera is still able to keep an eye on things even in low light situations, as it does come with night vision optics, which brightens up otherwise dark scenery. This means that the camera will keep on running to the night regardless of whether or not there's light nearby. As we mentioned earlier, the camera supports facial detection technology. You can save a number of faces in the camera, which you can then program to trigger an action. For example, I can play a soundbite on my camera if it detects a particular face, or it can send me a push notification if it recognizes someone in its sights. You can also set the camera to move with intelligent cruise, so it locks on to key positions that you can program within the app. This reduces the need to manually adjust your camera's field of vision. Now, the camera's secondary purpose as the central hub for your other devices works great because it unifies the other Aqara accessories to make sure that users are notified of what's going on inside their home. The Aqara G3 camera hub is a very impressive and nifty home surveillance device, and so far it gets the job done nicely when it comes to keeping an eye on your home. The addition of accessories like the window sensor and the motion sensors are likewise very useful, and they do add a layer to otherwise basic home security, giving you more peace of mind when away from your humble abode. With that said, this whole setup is a lot more affordable compared to other competing home surveillance solutions out there. Overall, the relatively simple setup process and ease of use make this combo a great consideration if you are on the hunt for a user-friendly home security system. If you guys like this video, don't forget to check out our other videos here on Phandroid. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.